Welcome to Iris Elements. Iris Elements is a powerful native cloud software that delivers an end-to-end solution for accountancy and bookkeeping firms, streamlining workflows, centralizing client and job management, and boosting efficiencies through automation, all while maintaining a single unified client record to reduce errors and duplications. Here is your Elements customizable dashboard. All information at your fingertips. Iris Elements Proposal Manager helps win clients with engaging, easy-to-accept proposals using clear templates, standardized pricing to ensure consistency and clarity across your firm. Iris Elements Accounts Productions automates and streamlines accounts preparation and filing for accountants, ensuring fast, compliant workflows backed with decades of regulatory expertise. Iris Elements Tax is a HMRC-recognised solution that simplifies tax compliance with MTD for its readiness, automated admin and accelerating workflows with expert-designed integrations. Iris Elements AML helps manage daily compliance tasks with reminders and custom widgets for reports, assessments, ID checks and risk profiles. The Company Formations module allows you to quickly form a company with Companies House. And Iris Elements Company Secretarial simplifies mandatory tasks with automated form creation and electronic filing to Companies House. One platform, one experience, one shared client record. Next, we're going to look at the work I've got to do. And to do this, you can go into Work and then look at My Tasks. This is a list of all the current tasks assigned to me. And my first job I've got to do here is an accounts production job for All Safe Security. I can go look at further details into the job by clicking on the accounts production here. But in this case, I actually want to look into All Safe Security and find out a bit more about the client. The client dashboard contains easy to access accounts and tax returns. Your information tab includes all the information related to that particular client, their general information, tax details, bank details, address, and Companies House information. You can view your jobs and tasks from here and open up the email tab. This will include all emails that have been generated from Iris Elements to that particular client and also emails that come into and out of the business from your email provider. Emails can be converted to a task and allocated to individuals within the business to pick up. You can access relationships from here and go into their details from this page. And view all the information related to this particular client as well. Elements AML offers a single source of truth, all your documents in one place, from risk assessments to client proof of ID and KYC. Instantly run individual ID checks with a single click, including biometric checks, or let multiple checks run in the background while you work. Simplify the creation of suspicious activity reports. Complete individual client risk assessments to identify and manage money laundering exposure. And use built-in KYC questions to cover all the types and carry out annual firm-wide risk assessments to highlight key risk indicators. Now we're going to look at the jobs and tasks for an individual client. You can see here all the current jobs that have been associated with this particular client, and the first one that's now ready to be done is the accounts production job. The summary gives you a full view of the start and end dates of all particular periods. And here the breakdown of all the tasks. And the first task has already been completed. You can see here it's actually been completed by Elements through the automation. My next stage now is actually prepare a set of accounts. And we're going to do that now. Into the dashboard and then into the period. The first part is the entity setup. Here is you choose your appropriate standards. Iris Elements can do sole traders, partnerships, LLPs, FRS 105s and 102.1a. Once you've chosen the entity setup, it's very much a left to right process to produce a set of accounts. First of all, you need to import your trial balance, and this can be done via a CSV or through an API such as Xero. Once you've imported that TB, it'll take you into this mapping screen. Here you can use Iris's full chart of accounts, which can be customized and edited to suit. It's a very detailed chart of account we did expect from Iris, mirroring what we have in our desktop solution. Then it's just a matter of finishing the bits and pieces not being matched, and then can complete that import. And here you are, all your source data has now been inputted into Elements. Once you've completed the source data, Next, move over to your Adjustments and Reports tab. Adjustments can be recorded against the trial balance, and these can be broken down into individual rows you prefer, or you can create multiple categories for these journals. And you can actually drill into the final figures to see what they're made up of. And further reports can be run from the basic TB all the way to nominal ledgers and the detailed trial balance here, and this information can be exported out to either Excel or PDF. Next, move on to the Accounts Builder, and then click Generate. One of the things you'll first notice is an issues log. This prompts you with any notifications that are required to make the accounts compliant. All these issues are flagged here, and you can drill into them to find out more details of what this issue is and where to find it within the policies and procedures to be edited and changed. And it's just a case of drilling to that particular section and complete the appropriate information. When the report's refreshed, those issues will be cleared. The notes can be fully edited. It's just a case of choosing the appropriate section, and you've got areas as well, such as adding in additional freeform notes as well into the report. And here is what the set of accounts looks like. Here's your front page, company information, contents, the director's report, and the accountant's report. Both the director's report and the accountant's report using fixed wording. Depending which governing body you're with, that will then populate the appropriate wording. Profit loss account, balance sheet, and your notes as well. All this information will be populated from the nominal accounts used from your trial balance. And then it finalised with your detailed profit and loss account again. The next stage is to send it ready for your client to approve it. We have integration with OpenSpace, our client portal. You can send it to your clients and they can approve it online. Once it's come back and it's been signed, then it's just a matter of adding the appropriate signatures onto the accounts and including your own accountant's signature as well. And it's a matter of proceeding to submission, and you can submit electronically to Companies House through here. The final stage is you can then just attach the iXBraille report directly onto the tax return. There is no tagging to do, your set of accounts is automatically tagged. There you go, quick and easy accounts production and filing that ensures full compliance. As I have completed my set of accounts, I'm now going to move over to my tax return. Your data can be synchronized automatically with accounts production, pulling the figures through from the trial balance directly into the tax return, and the iXBraille is automatically being attached. There you go, you can see the trade summary, and you can add any additional losses if required. Then you've got your adjustments to trade profit, and these can be edited to suit. And then you've got your capital allowances. Just a matter of editing those, going into your asset movements, adding additional assets. If it qualifies for anything. And then you can see it'll summarise that and automatically calculate it. If you need to require any additional sections, you can add them. Here's your different main return sections from income, gain, deductions, reliefs, including things like R&D claims, with creative industry type credits. And you've got your supplementary pages, such as loans for status, growth relief, etc. If you need to add a loan in, just a matter of putting the appropriate date and amount of that loan in. And then save those changes. As with the accounts production, it is a left to right process. So next I can view my computation. And you can see it's all nicely broken down here into the different sections. And then I can view my tax return. You can add watermarks as well if you required. Everything's hyperlinked. I can click on those figures and it'll take me directly to the source of that data, and I can go to the different sections as well. So here's my loan that's been added in. And you can download tax packs, which can also be sent to OpenSpace for client approval. Here's my declaration, my tax return. You can see my additional supplementary page there, and they've got your tax comp. Next, move on to filing. The software will automatically pick up on any errors that prevent HMRC from accepting the return. These errors will need to be resolved before you can submit the return, and the software does provide guidance on what information is missing and incorrect. As I've got no errors, I can just complete filing, prepare this for filing, add the IR mark, and that then can be submitted directly to HMRC. Now we're going to prepare a personal tax return. So back into this individual's dashboard and then into personal tax. As you can see, it's a very similar process to what you've got in the corporation tax. But there's various alternative ways to get the data into the system. You can view HMRC data and pull data from HMRC when appropriate. You've got a tax questionnaire as well. It's just a case of adding those sections into the return. You've got your UK income, foreign income, allowances, reliefs, and then you've got your miscellaneous. You just pick and choose the appropriate section that's required for that particular individual and add that information in. Here you can see the self-employment. In this case, you can actually synchronize the data with accounts production to pull the data in automatically. Alternatively, you can key it in manually. We also have a full dividends feed as well with a dividends database. Just pick the business and then put in the number of shares held, and it'll automatically calculate the dividends payment. Other areas that I found useful is you've got the income from UK property. It's just a case of keeping a record of that property, and then any income and expenditure, and they'll automatically calculate tax information for you. Then it's moved across to the tax calculation and the tax return. Again, left to right, what you saw in the previous modules. Here's your UK property section, again hyperlinked. And I've got my tax pack as well, which again can be sent via OpenSpace for the client to approve it, or you can view or download it as a PDF. Here's your declaration, your tax return. It'll also include the additional information as well, such as your tax calc, summary, detailed summaries, all produced as a single document as opposed to having to download them separately, saving you some valuable time there. Then, as before, just a matter of preparing that for filing, and you can do amended returns as well if required. Once it's been given your consent, just a matter of clicking that through and then submitting it to HMRC. Iris Elements Tax simplifies tax returns with this intuitive, cloud-based solution that ensures fast, accurate, and compliant submissions. We're now going to move into practice management and specifically the workflows. So this is my tasks. These are all the tasks that are currently being assigned to me, and you can see the type of task, when's the due date, what type of client it is, and the particular job itself. I can actually open up these tasks. In this case, this is a checklist, so it's giving me a list of things that need to be completed before I move on and complete that actual task. And these tasks can all be filtered down by the job, when it's starting, when it's due, and I also can filter it by different users. So I can pick everyone, or I can pick on individual people throughout the practice. Moving on from a global point of view, this is then you've got your jobs. And this is then again broken down by the client, the job, the dates, the filing dates, etc. And again, I can filter it by job, who the work's assigned to, who the account manager is. And I can look at the board view as well. This gives me a nice week by week view of what jobs I've got coming up. Finally, we're going to look at doing MTD. You can access the MTD tab against the client records, which will automatically retrieve all the business associated with the registered client. Here's the software that will present all the business's obligations and its associated statuses. The software will identify the stage at which the obligations are, green for submitted successfully, blue for due and red for missed deadlines. It is possible to select already submitted quarters, and the software will present data submitted via Elements or will automatically retrieve any data submitted to HMRC via third-party solutions. For open quarters, it is possible to import data directly into Iris Elements and submit to HMRC. You can pick the file sent to you from your client with the reported transactional data. The software will automatically extract the data and complete the necessary income and expenses to report it to HMRC. Once submitted, the software will automatically update with the latest statuses. And there you have it. Iris Elements, one platform, one experience, one shared client record.